What's up guys, Just Messi here and welcome to a brand new video and welcome to a daily dose of transfer gossip. And today it is going to be Thursday, the 8th of June. And today in regards to transfers has been absolutely insane. So much has gone on, a lot of confirmed deals to get through, a lot of big rumours to get through, and a couple of very interesting stories to cover from previous episodes, guys. So before we get started, as always, if you can show support by leaving a like rating, that'd be absolutely awesome. Remember, 1,000 likes is the target for today's video. If you're new to my channel, make sure to click the subscribe button for daily FIFA content and press the little icon next to it to be notified whenever I upload a video. And if you missed yesterday's video, we're down below in the description box. And today's question of the day for the comment section is very controversial. The reason for that is going to be Messi or Ronaldo. I normally try to avoid that type of question for the comments, but if it is something you disagree with, don't be horrible to them. Everyone has an opinion. And let's jump into confirmed transfer, shall we? We've got a lot to get through. The very first player though is Rani Khedira. I think it's Sami Khedira's brother. He joined FC Augsburg in the Bundesliga from Red Bull Leipzig on a free transfer. And that will go through on July the 1st, where his contract does officially expire. Next up, we move on to Callum Patterson, a very solid silver, 82 pace, 90 physical on him for a silver right back, going to Cardiff City from Hearts on a free transfer. He is followed by Maximilian Philipp, who's in yesterday's video. It's all wrapped up now and finalised. He joined Borussia Dortmund from Freiburg for around £17 million or 20 million euros. So the new manager they announced yesterday has already got one signing in the bag. Next up, we got to Julian Korb, a German right back going to Hannover 96 from Borussia Mönchengladbach on an undisclosed fee. Next up, we have got Caner Erkin, a Turkish left back this time, going to Besiktas. He was there last season, by the way, on loan. I think he's also playing in Turkey before that, but it's gone from Inter Milan on a permanent basis now for €750,000. Then we go on to Ruben Semedo. He was a target for Newcastle and also Southampton, but now has joined Villarreal in Spain for around £11.9 million. And for hybrids and such next year, it's quite cool to have because I imagine Pepe won't be at Real Madrid any longer. Next up, the final confirmed one today for players as Fabio Cardoso going to Rangers from a team in Portugal called Vitória Setúbal. And that one is an undisclosed fee. Now we've got two manager contract extensions. First up is going to be Allegri Juventus, getting a new deal until 2020. There were some rumours saying he'd be leaving Italy this season, and in particular, a couple of months ago, Arsenal fans really want to get him in. He's staying there for 3 more years. And also one in France for AS Monaco, Jardim has got a new contract again until 2020. And there was a very big rumour surrounding him yesterday. We had a big offer from a Chinese Super League team. I think it was like 36 million euros or something, or 36 million pounds. A big offer, but he's now got a new deal to remain at Monaco. And now we've got the first potential deal, and that involves this man right here, Fernando Torres. So according to ESPN, they say Atletico Madrid striker Torres is in advanced talks on a move to Mexican side Querétaro. I do recognise that badge from somewhere. I think it's actually the same team that Ronaldinho went to a few years back. Next up, we go on to Lucas Alario, an Argentinian striker, and today newspapers in both Germany and also Argentina are linking Dortmund with a move for the River Plate forward Lucas Alario, and the release clause for him is around €18 million. I'm not sure if it's the same guy who was linked to PSG a few months ago, but either way, right now, Dortmund apparently favourites to get him, and maybe they could be getting a few players in for the potential departure of Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Next up, we move on to Francesco Totti, the legend himself, and right now, he's not officially retired, and according to Radio 2 today, Roma legend Totti has been offered a trial with Serie B outfit Pescara. And I find that mad, an absolute legend of the game right there. I know he's 40 years old and whatnot, but he's done so much in football, and a team in the second tier in Italy are asking him to have a trial. And on one hand, I somewhat understand it because players, no matter what name they are, they should have to prove themselves in the team. But on the other hand, I think it's probably quite disrespectful. And like I mentioned before, he's done so much for Roma that really does he have to prove himself even more to get into a team in the second tier of football. Next up, we go on to Michy Batshuayi of Chelsea, linked to Sevilla today. So Don Ballon in Spain has sent Sevilla are interested in the Chelsea striker, and now Batshuayi has admitted his future remains in the hands of Chelsea at this point in time, as he expects a few phone calls about a potential move away from Stamford Bridge this summer. He did join Chelsea just 1 year ago for a big fee, like £33 million or so, from Marseille, and to be honest, he wasn't really given a massive opportunity by Antonio Conte until when they won the league. Like when it was all wrapped up, that's when he started playing and scoring goals. I believe he scored like 4 goals or so in the month of May when he started playing, and then the other day for Belgium he scored a goal, so it's understandable why other teams may be interested, as he could be available potentially. And with one of the rumours coming up later in the episode, someone think Batshuayi may be on the move. Next up, we go on to Gabriel Barbosa Gabigol of Inter Milan, linked to Las Palmas today. This article doesn't just involve him, we'll get into more detail in just a second. So Cadena SER report that Las Palmas wants to take Jesse Rodriguez on loan yet again from PSG, as well as this man right here, Gabigol. But Gabigol's father has called reports of a move to Spain Inventions and says his son plans to stay at Inter and make the fans happy. And he really wasn't given much of an opportunity last season. Honestly, his minutes were absolutely shocking, and fair play to him for wanting to stay at Inter Milan and make a name for himself, because last season, his opportunities, they were very, very rare. But the article also mentions this man right here, Vitolo, I think already playing for Sevilla, and apparently he could also join Las Palmas on loan if he signs for Atletico Madrid. Cadena Cope and AS are also running with this story. Atletico Madrid do plan to buy Vitolo and loan to Las Palmas until the registration ban expires in January. Atletico do have a plan B, that is to give Vitolo the money to buy his contract at Sevilla and have Las Palmas sign on a free transfer and get him in January. Now personally, I think that sounds a little bit dodgy in regards to football transfers, but apparently that's completely legal. And now we move on to Nainggolan from Roma and the Belgian national team. According to Sky today, Nainggolan is quoted by saying, "Manchester United, it may be true, it may not be true, I'm going on holiday and they'll talk about it." Now last summer he could have joined Chelsea, but apparently turned that down, and you go back to an interview a couple of days ago, he said that maybe he might move on. He mentioned something about him showing Roma respect, and now it's up to them to do the same for him. Next up, we go on to Ever Banega of Inter into Tigres in Mexico today. Rumours in Argentina suggest that Inter have agreed a deal with Tigres, and they'll see Ever Banega move to Mexico in a €13 million transfer. And just like Gabigol, Banega only joined them 1 year ago. He was a starter last season, and I'm fairly surprised to see him linked to a move away already. Next up, we go on to a player that was only linked to Liverpool yesterday, and that is Gelson Martins. I may have said his first name wrong, I'm not 100% sure if it's Gelson. Let me know down below in the comments, but today, according to Sky Sports News, Liverpool are in talks with Sporting over a transfer of the winger Gelson Martins. And now other reliable sources are saying potentially this isn't always a plan B for Mohamed Salah. That one is still currently in the works, so maybe it could be going after Salah and Martins. But we'll have to wait and see, as right now a lot of stuff is going down with Liverpool Football Club, and in fact quite a big theme for today's video, because again a lot of stuff went down today, and next player is also linked to them, and that is going to be Stefan de Vrij. Sky in Italy are saying Liverpool made a €20 million bid for him, £17.3 million, and it was rejected by Lazio. Liverpool are interested in the defender, but Lazio want £30 million. And one thing about this transfer right here, I've looked at his injury record, and it's absolutely horrendous. It's like quite similar in fact to Daniel Sturridge, so hopefully, I mean, he could be a very good defender, but the injury record, that is a massive concern. And he potentially could be an alternative to next man right here, and you could have guessed it by now, and that is going to be Van Dijk from Southampton. And this story has been crazy so far, in fact one of the craziest I've seen in a long time. So last week, around this time last week, it looked like he was going to Manchester City on a 200 grand a week basis for around 50 to 60 million pounds. But then it came out about 2 to 3 days ago that Van Dijk had officially chosen Liverpool to join them this summer, and a day after this news came out, Southampton put an official complaint to the Premier League about Liverpool potentially tapping up Van Dijk. Now according to a lot of footballers on Twitter, the whole tapping up situation, that happens in most transfers, but it's the way Liverpool, some of their journalists and whatnot, they publicly made it clear that Van Dijk wanted to join Liverpool, although Liverpool yet to contact Southampton about the transfer. And you're probably fully aware by now, if you go back to Ashley Cole back in like 2006 going to Chelsea and Mourinho and Ashley Cole, they all got fines, but it can be a lot worse than that. They can get a transfer ban, they can get a points deduction, and on top of that the fines. And now Liverpool yesterday on their official site put a Liverpool FC statement saying, Liverpool Football Club would like to put on record our regret over recent media speculation regarding Southampton Football Club and a player transfer between the two clubs. We apologise to the owner, board of directors and fans of Southampton for any misunderstanding regarding Virgil van Dijk. We respect Southampton's position and can confirm we've ended any interest in the player. A lot of reports are saying it's FSG, Liverpool's owners, that decided to release that statement. It is likely that Liverpool done this to avoid any further investigation and possible sanctions and bans from the Premier League. But the story continues from here, so basically someone's got a screenshot of Van Dijk's Twitter before and after. So first up, it mentioned how he played for Southampton, the picture was him in a Southampton kit, but for a few minutes, a brief period of time, he removed all links to Southampton and just said he was a footballer playing for Netherlands. And he also changed his Twitter picture and it still remains the same. So right now, it's looking like he's very unhappy with the situation, and that could potentially lead to a transfer request We'll have to wait and see. Liverpool do have a list of backup players we could go for, but apparently Van Dijk now, he could potentially push for a move, and the saga will continue. And if you go back to 2012, in fact, PSG tweeted saying they pulled out the deal for Thiago Silva, and a couple of weeks later they signed him, so we'll have to wait and see. That one took a long time to get through. There's so much information to cover. Next up, we've got Manchester United target, and that is going to Andrea Belotti, linked to Milan today, according to Sky Italia. Milan have made a £39 million bid for the Torino striker, who is United's backup option if they miss out on Alvaro Morata from Real Madrid. And you're probably thinking Rossi's got a €100 million release clause that only keeps mentioning, but no, that is just for foreign clubs. Demarzio also mentions a bid and actually says he expects Torino to deal with them for €70 million plus a few players. So he could go for big money this summer. That is definitely one to watch though, because so much is going on right now and he has a lot of clubs after him. Now we go on to Morata, linked to United yet again. Sky is saying that Manchester United are confident of signing the Real Madrid striker this summer and David De Gea will not be included. They are continuing negotiations for him and apparently said to increase the offer to £60 million. The first one was rejected at £52 million, apparently Real Madrid are holding out for about 78. And now we've got some breaking news surrounding Diego Costa. So first up, according to Spanish radio station Cope, Diego Costa has said that Antonio Conte has told him he can leave Chelsea. The quote from Costa does say, "Conte sent me a message saying I'm not in his plans for Chelsea, so I have to find a way out." And this is where AC Milan come into it. So previously they were linked to him, and apparently his agent George Mendes is due to meet AC Milan today, but Mendes also represents James Rodriguez from Real Madrid. And the final one today is going to be Romelu Lukaku, linked to Chelsea. So yesterday it came out, he said himself he's agreed a deal to go to another club, and it's in the Champions League, and it's also pushing for the Premier League title. And in my opinion, that narrowed it down to two clubs being Chelsea and Manchester United, but now United are in for Morata and Belotti, so Chelsea is looking very likely, especially with Costa, but they tell he's not in the plans for next season. And the Evening Standard is saying that Lukaku will earn £150,000 per week to go to Chelsea or return to Chelsea, and it will cost £80 million. But out of that £80 million, you'd probably assume at least like say 50 million of that would be covered by the Diego Costa transfer. And according to Manchester Evening News, Bayern are also showing an interest in the former Chelsea man. But Lukaku did specifically mention he wants to win the Premier League. And there we have it for today's video, guys. A very interesting day of transfers. A lot going on basically. A lot of confirmed deals, a lot of rumours, and a lot of stuff in between, guys. So as always, if you enjoyed this video, show your support by leaving a like rating. That'd be absolutely awesome. Remember, 1,000 likes is the target for today's video. If you're new to my channel, make sure to click that subscribe button for daily FIFA content and press that little icon next to it to be notified whenever I upload a video. If you missed yesterday's video, it's down below in the description box. And today's question of the day, a very controversial one: Messi or Ronaldo? So thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you next time.